I sit alone in my four-cornered room staring at candles. Oh, that shit is on? Let me drop some shit like this here. At night I can't sleep, I toss and turn. Candlesticks in the dark, visions of bodies being burned. Four walls just staring at a nigga. I'm paranoid, sleeping with my finger on the trigger. My mother's always stressing I ain't living right, but I ain't going out without a fight.
Thanks, Eric. What's the shot for just a wedding weekend talent show? It's appropriate that the high squeak of the what's it called? Woofer or amp has been going, because as you may know, I'm deaf in one ear, deaf in my right ear. So for any of you this weekend have been talking to me from my right side, I didn't answer, it's just because I didn't hear you. And if you talk to me from my left side, it's because I've been ignoring you. Some of you who know me, and some of you who have just gotten to know me, are probably afraid of what I'm going to get up here and say. But I assure you I was not raised in a barn. That's just where my dad took me to make love to the sheep. You kids know what the S word is? Super! That's right. I wrote the rest of my jokes. Now, this will be an age-appropriate presentation. Age-appropriate, as long as you're 35. So, you will be someday. Physically. Yes, not mentally. Gratuitous clapping. I've known Dan since we were pre-menstrual, prepubescent, and not pre, where we were women. We were on the same soccer team, the Kicks. We were a really bad team, but Dan Lewis was on the team. And I like to think of myself as the third Lewis brother, or the first Lewis sister, depending on how I feel that morning. If you've gotten close to me this weekend, you know that I've got a nasty thing on my face. I'm not sure what it is. Gibbs thinks it's a staph infection. Who's using this microphone next? But I've decided that I might as well, make the best of a bad situation. I'm going to go apply to be a poster boy in an abstinence-only sex education program. With my, that thing on my face. Greg likes it. I'm a man at this test. I'm just looking at this for voting in an election. So anyway, these are crazy liberals. And some of you may know I actually do have a paying job. And I'm a demographer and sociologist, among other things. So let me respect my demographer's flip-flops and ask, how many white people do we have here? How many Hispanics?
That's good.
Alex? Where's Alex? He's got away with two hands. That's how few Hispanics there are. He's got away with two hands. Asians! Yeah! Asians by marriage! African Americans! Okay, those are the jokes I'm going to tell. People with 20/20 vision! Okay. Jewish people! Full Jewish people! Full Jews! Wait, I'm sorry. Full-blooded practicing Jews! Full-blooded, not so practicing Jews! Jews on their mom's side! Jews on their dad's side! This might be a little sad, but death doesn't have to be sad. My dad recently, he's lost so many family members that Rosh Hashanah seems like Hanukkah now. All those candles. Hey, So if you wanted your death to be funny, why else should you die? I recently was talking on the cell phone in the car. Maybe I was texting, picking my nose, whatever I was doing. But I ran over a pothole and my tire flattened. Your fault, Lauren. And so I went to Pep Boys. I don't mind Pep Boys. I'm laid back enough where I can wait for a few minutes. But I was struck to notice that at Pep Boys, all the magazines there were either Auto Week, Car and Driver. It's kind of weird. Why does where you're going have to have magazines that are thematically linked to where you are? Like next time I go to the proctologist, it's going to be Colon Digest. When I take my way to the OBGYN, it's going to be Placenta Illustrated. Have you ever seen a placenta? Seriously.
I have.
They're beautiful. They're very purple. Did you know that they are? The placenta is an organ. Did you know that? The placenta is an organ. It's an organ, and we saved ours. We ate a piece on the first anniversary. Just kidding, I'm vegetarian. Now I'm almost done, I promise. I promised maybe in a half hour. But I can't move my pecs independently without my hands. Yes, I can bench 135 10 times, so I used to be able to. Now, not to come off as snobby, but you guys are all snobby Northeastern elitists, in spirit at least. Copies of the New York Times in that room. Derogatory comments about Glenn Beck and Rush Limbaugh, Go Rams. But I like to ask my students to prove to them how superior I am intellectually. that they probably can't name all 9 Supreme Court justices. And in 5-6 years of doing this, I've never had, as a class, any class get past 4, collectively. So let's hear it, all 9, one by one, shout them out. Can we do all the Supreme? We got some law school graduates, Bolt Law School, Bolt Law School. Okay, freshman, and another Bolt Law School, where else? What class? Any of the law school grads here?
All right, let's do that.
We can do it.
Anya, yes, Anya, I'm sorry. ICJ alumni, Anya, have it all day,
Speed it up, speed it up.
Speed it up. Okay, hold on, Supreme Court justice, let's do it. That's it, yeah! Good job. Now, almost done, I promise. I almost yes? He's dead.
He's dead.
Franklin is dead.
No, he hurt.
Rest in peace. One more participatory thing, and then one more story, then we're out of here. Now, as Mike and Gary know, I love Julie Andrews. Okay? I love Mary Poppins, and when we take my 2.5-year-old to Broadway to see it in 2 years, because going alone would be stigmatized. I love the Sound of Music. My mom dressed me in curtains as a child. One more story about medical conditions. I recently had to go for a colonoscopy. And this is a true story.
What a surprise!
Elective colonoscopy. It was elective. And like I said before, I'm deaf in my right ear. True, that's true. So I go in, I'm in my gown, feeling sexy. And it was the doctor, the anesthesiologist, and the tech. And the doctor was getting ready to check me out. Greg and I practiced a couple days before. This is the real thing. Greg was a patient though when we practiced. And the doctor said, okay, I want you to get on your side. Which would have involved me laying on my good ear. And I said, just to let you know, Doc, I swear this is a true story. My wife, beautiful Joanne with a good voice, withheld her talents tonight. Hi, Joanne. He said to me, I want you to lay on your side, because that's how we do it. And I said, okay, but just to let you know, I'm deaf in my right ear, so if you give me any further instructions, I might not hear them. And he said, why are you deaf in your right ear? I said, well, the last guy who gave me a colonoscopy was blind.